I really believe in the product because one of the things I did when I was Vice Chief of Staff of the Army was we saw the suicide rate go up. In 2001, the suicide rate in the military was 10 per 100,000, which was 10 below the CDC average for civilians. And that was for corrected population because we're so much younger, and suicide occurs more in younger people than older people. And by 2008, when I became Vice Chief of the Staff of the Army, that had doubled to 20 out of every 100,000. So I had every suicide case briefed to me. And we can do a full-up investigation after almost like a 15-6, if you're familiar with the military, where it's a pretty detailed investigation after a suicide. And your medical records open up. They're no longer HIPAA protected when you're dead. People can look at your medical records, and we were able to do it. And we found in so many of the cases, in talking to loved ones, that the individuals suffered from nightmares. Now, nightwear could never claim to prevent suicide. But there are certain risk factors that are in suicide, and one of them is nightmare disorder, where you are reliving that event that caused you the trauma. And when I heard about nightwear, when I heard about what it did, when I heard about there were very few alternatives, the only one being an off-label prescription that has all kinds of side effects, and the fact that it was non-invasive, okay? It didn't take a pill or anything. It wore a watch when you went to bed. And that it provided people the kind of restorative sleep that they needed. I just thought, this is fantastic. Because I've been in this area for so long, people come to me all the time. And what impressed me about nightwear was the very first thing they did was gain FDA clearance. And that to me is critical, to go through the process to get cleared. And I've seen what it can do for folks. I can see not only does it take away their nightmares, but when you get 6 to 8 hours sleep, the world seems much better off and better than it does when you don't get that sleep.